just looking for anyone who left their trash cans out on an unapproved day. Yeah. I think that if there was a zombie apocalypse, she'd be writing me up for dead limbs in the yard. If Jesus lived in my neighborhood, she would have made sure he weeded it around the tomb before he went back to heaven. She's that anal. I just have to start out with hating on the HOA because we are all in this together, aren't we, right? All right, let me hear from all of you who were born between 1965 and 1970. Oh, good. I got my people in the house. Congratulations, my friends. You are a geriatric Gen X. That's right. Say it loud, say it proud. We saw Jaws in the movie theater with our best friend who was also 8. By ourselves. And our parents got 2 hours of babysitting for a price of a ticket, right? And we got a lifetime of ocean trauma. Our rock stars were devil worshippers, right? And no matter how hard and fast we ran in our sleep, we could never get away from the flea stack from the land of the lost. Yeah. And they walked like 1 mile an hour. And if you didn't get that, just sneak up behind somebody who was geriatric Gen X and go, and you will find out real fast why we hate those things. We spent 2 weeks allowance on a pet rock. That's right. It was a real toy. It came in a little box with breathing holes. But the thing about a pet rock, you guys, is that it also served as a concealed carry weapon against would-be abductors. Because that's what we were afraid of back then, right? If you got taken, you were gone. There was no Life 360. There was no cameras. You were gone. And the reason we knew this was because every morning when we were eating our cereal, we were staring at a picture of some kid on the side of a milk carton that says, "Have you seen me?" No, we have not. And my 10-year-old self thought, that's a kid who didn't spend 2 weeks allowance on a pet rock, right? Or candy, because that's how we ended up in the van. I know that's awful. That's awful for me to say because I am a parent. I've got 2 kids, one who loves Jesus and one who needs Jesus. Thank God they have graduated from college now because Jesus and I are exhausted, okay? And so is my bank account. Yeah, it starts with my oldest, okay? So my oldest went off to college and he was moving from one place to another and he had to put his bed back together, those bed frames that they have. And he calls me and he says, "Mom, this bed frame is trash. I need a new one." As a mom, I asked a few questions. Turns out he left the bolts out. Yeah, he just put that thing together like a Lego set and believed in it. He was majoring in construction management. Yeah, and I majored in communication, so what does that say about us, right? Figured it out. I said, "Honey, if you ever build me a house, I'm sleeping in the yard, okay?" Because Jesus saves, but he doesn't do inspections. Now, he has a sister. I need to tell you, though, the difference between these two. She is, as you kind of figured it out, she's out there shining like a gospel-powered little glow stick. He just ate glow sticks when he was a kid. The difference between my 2 kids. My daughter did, she graduated from college, and she has a degree in communication, which was actually perfect for her because she's always had a knack for words. She and I were at Target one day, and there was this woman who was evidently having a really bad day, and she was taking it out on everyone else. And she was giving everybody in the line a hard time, and then she got to us, and I was about to give her a piece of my mind when my daughter stepped in very casually and said, "Blah, blah, blah." She was 6, okay? And I was part impressed and part horrified. Because I thought, maybe she's been watching way too much Hannah Montana now, because Barney would have never taught her to talk to an adult like that. As we left out, she grabbed a juice box and said, "This is why I drink." It is a good thing Jesus took the wheel, you guys, because otherwise she might have been swinging from a wrecking ball with a snake around her neck. I do this when my kids were little, you guys. I really do. Like, if you've got young ones out there, enjoy. You know, I love watching the kids' TV shows. Today's TV shows, well, not really the TV shows, but the news. Like, I watch the news in the morning and I hate it. It's just so much bad news, and then there's always some lawyers competing for my attention in case I'm ever in a car accident. Someone trying to sell me a shitty bathroom renovation. What I would give to just watch TV shows with my kids again, and my favorite was the Wiggles. Especially Anthony Wiggles. You know what I'm talking about. I hear you. There is nothing like a man who can sing and dance and make a proper fruit salad. And I was like, you could toss my fruit salad anytime. Y'all get your mind out of the gutter. I'm just not a good cook, okay? Just not a good cook. But I was raising these two kids pretty much on my own. And I decided that I needed some help. I mean, a new husband. And I went on the dating apps, and it was kind of rough. I won't even get into that part because I only have 10 minutes tonight. But I finally got serious about the profile, what I wrote. And this is what I wrote. Must love to cook, must be able to fix things, and not expect me to relocate for him. Y'all, I'm married to a homeless handyman who makes a mean brisket. Yes. And let me tell you, he was smoking meat. He was the only guy in my DMs who could fix dinner and a dishwasher. So, we have been together 10 years, and I've been growing old with this guy, and I mean growing old. He's starting to lose his hair a little bit, and my neck is like headed south. You know, got that. Anybody else got that going on? It runs in my family. I know it's coming. Like when my great aunt died, her neck was so long, we found all the heirloom jewelry up underneath there. Plus 2 breath mints and a tissue. Sadly, my mom passed away. That happens a lot to us Gen Xers. It's time. And I miss her very, very much. Her neck was better than my aunt's, so maybe I've got some hope. My sister and I have been trying to spend our inheritance, but no one takes Beanie Babies as payment. So my sister and I decided to open a museum called Things Your Mother Wouldn't Let You Touch. Let me tell you, you can not only touch it, but you can take it with you. Yeah. One of my favorite things to do with my mom in the later years was watch Outlander with her. She loved Outlander. Any other Outlander fans in the house? Oh, yeah. My mom came for the historical fiction, but she stayed for the made-for-TV porn. Y'all, that was the most I ever talked to my mother about sex in my life. Right? My dad said that if Outlander had been out in the 70s, we would have had at least 3 more siblings in our family. That was a little surprise, too. Silent generation moms were different. They didn't talk about sex, but they gave us weird advice, right? Like, don't stuff your bra, and don't go to the house with dirty underwear, because you might get in a car accident. And all I could picture was me laid out on the road, unconscious, with toilet paper streaming out of my shirt, and 2 sets of skin marks, if you know what I mean. They would have been like, you call Bell's department store, you call her parents, we got a double emergency going on over here. All right, you guys have been great. I'm Jen Gilmore.
She was fine. She just didn't like their son married me. funeral, my husband's like, do you want to say something? I'm like, ooh, out loud. Wait, are we having a funeral and a divorce today? All right, you guys ready for your next comic? I love this one. She's been producing shows and performing all over the Triangle area. In fact, she runs a showcase at the Sneaky Penguin in Raleigh, so you should really go check it out. I just love this lovely woman. Put your hands together for the